Genesis 360 begins its campaign for the invisible frontline. We all applaud the frontline health workers, collectors, among others who work day by day to fight against the COVID-19 pandemic. But there's also another first line, anonymous, invisible heroes who perform the essential task of keeping hospitals, supermarkets, offices, and homes clean, a front line that fights against the virus day and night. However, many of them are undocumented. They do not receive any government or private aid and are heroes left to their own devices. Genesis 360 advocates their inclusion for these workers to finally have the necessary documentation so that they receive the assistance they deserve. Genesis 360, so that the invisible front line is included. May we all see and applaud them for their work. Genesis 360, connect your senses.
Hey everyone, happy Monday, welcome. I am Paula Zavala, chef. Welcome to Cooking with Paula, another week. But today is a will be very special show because we have Marcela Chein. I'm super honored to have her in our show today. She's going to prepare a Lebanese salad taboule, but she's gonna make it with a special ingredient that you will love. Don't go anywhere, we're coming back really soon.
Paula Zavala.
We are back. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Genesis 360. So today, like I said, we have a very special guest with us. And let me tell you, she was not easy to invite. She was super busy. And thank you, Marcela, for being here today. So we have Marcela Chein. She is a chef. She was born in Mexico City, and she moved to Canada in 2013. She owns a degree in finance, accounting, and also in international business. She is a chef from the Bell English Institute in Mexico City, and that's why she's here cooking something amazing for us. But I know she's super humble. Let me tell you that she was the nominee in 2019 to the RBC Women of Influence Award. So congratulations, Marce. Also, right now, she's working for the Community Living Toronto, which it's a great association. It's a charity founded by the Canadian government. And I really admire what you do. I know that after COVID, things are getting really difficult. And the job that you guys are doing is amazing, super needed. So thank you so much for what you do for all of us. So welcome, Marce. How are you?
Thank you so much, Paula, for the introduction. I'm really happy of being here with you in your show, and hello to all your audience.
Thank you, Marce. So Marce is going to well, first of all, let me tell you that Marce and I are really good friends, and we have so many good things in common. Yeah. We enjoy cooking, we enjoy singing, even though I don't sing well and she does. And we both enjoy organizing events. We love socializing and talking, and I just love that our personalities are very similar, Marce. Yes. So today she's going to make a taboule quinoa salad. But Marce, why did you choose to do a Lebanese recipe?
Well, because my background is Lebanese. Even though I was born in Mexico, my family immigrated from Lebanon to Mexico at the beginning of the 1900s. So this food would be something that my grandmother would cook for us. And it's super fresh, it's delicious, and super easy to make. So that's why I chose something that reminds me of my childhood.
Amazing. And now these days, super hot in Toronto, many places in the world. So right now, I don't know you, Marce, but I just want to eat a salad, something fresh, something healthy, something raw. So what are the ingredients? I can't wait. What are the ingredients, Marce?
Well, let me tell you, they are super easy to find at the supermarket, so that's also a convenient thing. I know that the original recipe would have wheat or bulgur, right? But I am changing this recipe to a very trendy ingredient, which is the quinoa. and it's healthier and easy to prepare as well. So it's just 1 cup of quinoa and 2 cups of water. So you boil them and you let them cook. So at the end, you have something similar to this. Okay, it's
Perfect.
just cooked quinoa. Also, it will have parsley, chopped parsley, some
Yes.
leaves of mint.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I chose this kind of onion, the red onion, because I want my salad to be colorful. So this will give a little bit of joy to the salad. Uh, the juice of 1 lemon
1 lemon, perfect.
inside. Um, like half a cup of chopped or minced tomato. You need to seed it and remove
Okay.
all the pulp because if not, it goes very soggy. And we
Okay.
don't want that in a salad, right? I also add, I know the original recipe might not have this ingredient, but I love cucumbers. So it's chopped cucumbers as well.
Beautiful. Marcia,
And
I love those containers. They are so cute. I love
right,
them.
you need to have fun while cooking. You need to have toys in your kitchen to feel that you're playing with something as when you were a kid, a little girl, or also for boys as well, right? Because there are chefs that are
Yeah.
men as well, and have colorful toys to invite you uh, and have fun while cooking. So, well, just the last ingredient, a little bit of olive oil, the amount
Perfect.
you want. Of course, like maybe 2 tablespoons would be good. Salt and pepper, and that's
Perfect. Beautiful. Beautiful, Marce. So, okay, so what do we do the salad? And before Marce starts putting all the salad together, we also have a little surprise for you guys because Marce and I were talking about how, yes, we love toys in the kitchen.
yes,
So we both have three toys that we cannot live without in our kitchens.
yes,
So, Marcia, why don't you just tell me which one is your first toy, I would say toy, that you cannot live without in your kitchen before you start making the quinoa salad?
yes. Well, the first one, and I don't want you to get scared, is this knife.
Your chef
My
knife.
chef knife. I think it's basic in any kitchen. The bigger, the better. A lot of people get afraid with a big knife, right? Actually, it would be like having a good set of knives, but this one is the best because you do not need to make a lot of effort for chopping or mincing or cutting, and you're aware of the size, right? So it's very difficult to have an accident because you know that you're managing something really big. So this is my favorite. This is like my number one.
Number one, perfect. So
Yes.
now let me tell you what is my number one, okay? So listen, I do have my chef knife over here, all right?
Ah!
But that was not my number one. I cannot live without my chef knife. But
Yes.
I also have this knife, which is kind of like a small, let me see, I'm gonna put it here a bit down. A small paring knife, but it's sharp. Well, guess what, guys? I use this knife to dice tomatoes because in Mexican cuisine, we dice tomatoes all the time. And I just wanna have a knife that I only use for my tomatoes and I dice them super fast and easy. I love this knife. I love it. All right.
Yes.
So that's it. Number
So
one.
you see another similarity, knives. Those are super basic. The biggest and the sharpest, the better. The second one, it's also super basic, but
Okay.
a good cutting board. Good, firm, steady, and big cutting board, right?
Yes.
We want to prepare our ingredients on something that is safe, that is not, moving back and forth,
Yes.
and then that our knife
Mhm.
gets the size of it. So that's why this is like the second most important basic kitchen
Tool
tool.
for you.
Yes.
Yeah. And you know what? And it's very true. I mean, guys, tell me. I'm sure it has happened to you that you start chopping here, you have your chopping board here,
Yes.
and then you end up chopping like on the other side of the table because the chopping board is not stable, so it just keeps moving. So yeah, I agree. A good chopping board that has, if you guys don't have a really good one, or like I see Marce's chopping board has rubber on the side, so it won't move. It will stay. But if you don't have such a good chopping board, that's fine. You can also put always a kitchen cloth, just a bit wet, damp, You put it underneath your chopping board, and that's gonna give you stability, and your chopping board won't walk by itself.
Yes, that's a super good tip.
Exactly. So, Marce, before we say that our number 3, why don't you just make the salad, and we'll keep the number 3 as a surprise.
Okay, well, that's fine. So I have here a mixing bowl, okay? So
Perfect.
this salad is super easy to make. Where you're going to use your time is on preparing the ingredients, on chopping them, cooking them. But once they are ready, it's super easy and fast to make. So we have here 1 cup of quinoa, okay, or cooked quinoa. So I'm going to put it inside my mixing bowl.
Yeah, guys, it's very important that the quinoa, like Marce said, it has to be cooked. Don't you dare putting raw quinoa, because then it won't work.
No. Actually, you will harm your teeth if you do so.
Exactly.
Yeah. So then I have here the parsley. It's already chopped. I clean it. I washed it, pre-wash it, wash it to remove all the soil that it has and maybe any other insects that we don't want to eat. So it's already clean, okay? And chopped. I chopped it with my chef knife. So
perfect.
You can see how finely it is, okay?
Beautiful. Yes.
I'm going to put here the parsley.
I love parsley. So what I see the radio. So it's a little bit, you're using a bit more quinoa than parsley. Is that right?
Yes. Actually, quinoa it's going to be 1 cup and parsley is going to be half a cup.
Perfect. Okay.
Also, it depends on how you want to make it. If maybe you like parsley so much that you want to make it very parsley, that's fine. But I'm telling you my recipe.
Beautiful.
Tweak it as you want. So I have here like maybe 6 mint leaves that are already minced. So we're going to give that.
And those are fresh, guys.
They're fresh. Yes, they are fresh. And we're going to give that Lebanese flavor, right? Like the mint reminds me of my grandmother cooking. So for me, that taste is always for Lebanese food.
Yes, I agree. And right now, mint is on season. Like there's mint everywhere outside in our backyards, right?
Yes, exactly. It's summer. You can grow your own, so that's fine. It's actually a cheap dish to make. So then we have here like a 1/4 red onion already chopped as well.
Okay.
We're going to mix it. And as I told you, this is going to give a little bit of color and joy to the salad because purple color is very nice. Then we have here the tomatoes. They are also minced.
Okay.
I'm going to remove a little bit of the juice that I have here because we don't want it to be soggy, right? We don't want the salad to be soggy. We want it like very firm.
That's right.
The quinoa, the thing is that the quinoa absorbs the liquids very much and the flavors of whatever you're combining it with. So we don't want the quinoa to be soggy. Yes. So now we put the tomatoes.
So quinoa is a really great alternative when we make any salads or pretty much any dish because it's really high in protein.
Yes.
So it's a great option for vegetarians when you need to increase your intake, your protein intake. Quinoa is a great option for everybody.
Yeah, I agree. So now this is also chopped cucumber. I didn't dice them because I want them a little bit smaller, but I didn't mince them because I don't want them that pureed. Okay. So we this is just kind of a 1/4 cucumber, seeded as well.
Seeded, perfect.
Yeah, the tomato and the cucumber need to be seeded because if not, we will get a lot of juice and we don't want that, right? So we start mixing. We can just put some salt to taste.
Salt.
Pepper as well to taste.
Black pepper.
And a little bit of olive oil.
Perfect.
And now the ingredient that makes this get its particular
special
flavor. Lemon juice, right?
Yay,
lemon juice.
For sure.
Yes, so
cheers.
Cheers. So that's it. We just mix it and let me mix it, let me finish it, and you will see how colorful and how tabboule-like it looks and tastes, even though it is not wheat, right? It is not the bulgur that is commonly used in in Lebanese cuisine. So here it is. I'm going to show it to you.
All right, yeah, I want to see. I want to see.
Yes.
Oh, Marce, I want to eat it.
It's delicious. It's
Beautiful.
colorful. Super easy to make, and well, you can just serve it on a small plate.
Yeah.
You can put it inside the fridge for maybe 30 minutes to be cold. You know, it's better when it's cold than just room temperature.
Yeah.
And see?
Oh my God, Marce, that looks amazing. Super I can't imagine the combination between the cucumber, the mint, parsley, tomatoes, lime juice, olive oil. All those ingredients just love each other. And you know what I'm picturing? That if you can make a lot and you put it on a nice platter, so it would be really a great addition into a buffet, any buffet on a side, like a side dish.
You can decorate it with pita bread, a little bit of labneh, which is this milky product, right?
Yes, yes.
And actually, I want to continue eating. I'm so sorry. I'm going to eat on your
Oh my goodness. So while Marce continues trying her tabboule, and I'm dying, I need to make one. As soon as I finish, I'm going to make my own, Marce. Thank you for the inspiration. Let me tell you, let's continue with our must tools in the kitchen. So let me tell you what is my number 2 that I just absolutely love.
Yes.
Look, I do have a microplane. This is a zester, and I cannot live with this zester, without this zester. I use the zester for Parmigiano Reggiano to zest any citrus, lime, lemon, oranges, ginger, garlic, Parmigiano cheese, like I said. I find that this zester, I keep looking for it in my kitchen so many times a week. I don't know why, but I just use this so much. So this is one of my musts.
That's a very good tool.
So now, Marcela, what is your number 3? What is your third most utensil in the kitchen?
Surprisingly, I have already used it. Mixing bowls.
For sure.
For me, I have like 5 of them in different sizes.
Yes.
They are so useful, like to make salad or just to marinate some steak, some meat. It could be pork, it could be chicken or whatever. You can also just put a cap on them and put them in the fridge and then take them out. I think these are basic on any single kitchen. Yeah. Good mixing bowls. It could be stainless steel or plastic, whatever you decide.
Yeah. But or glass.
Or glass. Well, glass for me, it's I'm kind of dorky with my.
Yeah.
So I try not to have things made out of glass because I'm pretty sure that I'm going to break them. But if you like glass, of course.
For sure. Yeah. That's a really good one, Marce. That's a really good one too. Okay, so let me tell you what is my third must.
Yes.
Is my salt container. So I have this. So instead of having a shaker when I use salt, when I cook, I like to have these containers. So it's very handy because my hand goes in there and I just grab as much as I need. And I just find that when I use my hands, I have a better understanding of how much salt I need or I already added. Or I just put a little bit of salt on the palm of my hand like this. I just find myself doing this all the time. So then I know, okay, this is a tablespoon. Or a teaspoon, and that's it. I just find it easy, and I just feel like, okay, I have the control.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't have something like that, and that's a really cool toy to have. If you saw my salt and pepper, they're automatic.
Right? I was gonna ask. So how do they work, Marcela?
Well, they have batteries inside.
Yes.
Just turn it. I'm going to give a little bit more salt to the recipe. So you just turn it around and that's it.
Lovely.
It's coarse salt, and then of course this is kind of a mill or a grinder.
Yes.
And you can control it here, like the quality of the salt that you want.
Okay. Like how coarse you want it. Yeah.
In seconds, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Instead of just putting it on my hand.
Yes.
Each of us have their own techniques to improve the flavors in our dishes. Well, that is another cool stuff that I have in the kitchen.
Oh, I love it. Now I want one of those too.
Well, you can find them in Amazon, I think.
Right? Like, oh my God, all my money goes into kitchen tools. It's
Me
it's
too.
it's incredible. But talking about kitchen tools, I'm also, let me tell you, I'm going to be very honest. Years ago, I really wanted to have every single tool there was in any kitchen store. But I find lately that I really think about what I buy, because I don't want to have, let's say, appliances, like the small appliances. I don't want to have 20 small appliances that I don't even know. I don't even have the space to store. And sometimes I'm like, okay, do I really need it? Am I going to use it for something else? How many times a year or a week am I going to use them? I find that I really think about, what do I need and do I really need it?
Yes, that's also something important. More now that there are a lot of people cooking at home and trying to develop their skills, right? Because of the pandemic, that we are all confined in our own homes. And
Yes.
I have seen in different Facebook groups how a lot of people are buying appliances just because they do one stuff. Okay, the air
Yes.
fryer, it's so trendy, so I want it. Yes,
Yes.
but that's a countertop appliance that will take useful space from your kitchen. So maybe
Yes.
it's not that useful. How often do you
Yeah.
cook with the air fryer? Also,
Hmm.
for the ones that do not have or do not own an air fryer, if you have a convection oven, you can
You can
have
do
the
it.
same, exactly. You can have the same results
Yeah.
with how can I say, like a whole tray, if it has holes, because
Yeah.
the air is going around all the dish, right? And you will get exactly the same as if in a you're doing it in an air
An air
fryer.
fryer.
Exactly. So, or the deep fryer.
Hmm.
How often do you cook something that
Yeah.
is deep fried, right? It's not
Yeah.
even healthy at all. So
Yeah. I agree. Yeah.
being wise on deciding on what to have in our kitchens, it's a must. Because it's not because it's trendy, it's because if it's useful and if you're going to feel comfortable with those appliances.
Yeah, agree. And then you're going to really use them often because, like you said, they are taking very useful space on your kitchen. And not all of us have a great, huge kitchen to and enough space, right? So we have to be very smart on what we buy. And yeah, like you said, I love that. Not only because it's trendy, you have to get it. Yeah,
Yes.
I totally agree with you, Marce. Okay, Marce. So before we go, I'm going to ask you something. You, as a chef,
Yes.
tell me what would be, give us one tip that you would do to make your cooking easier or more efficient. Is
I
there anything that you might think?
Yeah, no, yes, actually, I do have a lot, but there's one that I love, and it's not that I learned it when I studied chef
Yeah.
in the chef school. It's something that I saw on the internet, and I was like hesitant to try it. I said, I'm pretty sure this is not working. This hack will not work. But
Yeah.
once I tried it, I said, this is my thing, and I'm going to share it with you. Yes, I have another cool container.
Uh-huh.
Garlic, that's an ingredient that I love using when cooking. I love the smell. I love the flavor it brings to every single dish where I use it. But a
Yeah.
lot of people do not like the smell or do not like getting their hands smelly, right? Because
Uh-huh.
actually garlic gets into your under your nails and
Yeah.
then you're smelling like, what did I do, right? So this is a
Garlic for a week.
Yes, exactly. Like you want to scare vampires. Well, at least in Mexico, that's a legend, right? Like if there's a vampire, you need to put some garlic. So, okay, so I have some garlic here. We have
Okay.
the cloves. This hack will not work if the garlic is very, very fresh. Okay,
Okay.
that won't work. You need to have it a little bit dry.
All right.
Okay, so in a container, and actually I have mine here, and it says garlic peeler because I
Okay.
don't want my husband to throw this container away. Like yeah,
Uh-huh.
I'm using it. Okay, so you just put a clove of garlic inside. We don't
Yes.
peel it, right? We don't want to get our hands
Okay.
smelly.
Skin
So
on, skin on, just one garlic
yeah,
clove, that's it.
exactly. You can put
Okay.
actually three, as many as you want, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
And then as a joke. You're going to do the cha-cha, right? You're going to dance. And
Yes.
you're going to do this like for 20 seconds.
Okay. I love it. So no touching, no knife, just the garlic clove.
Nothing.
We're gonna.
You just shake it like for 30 seconds. Like,
Okay, okay. And then you also exercise. That's it. There's no need for the gym.
Well,
that's it.
And
that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. It's peeled. Awesome. I love that tip, Marce.
And then you have your garlic clove all peeled without your hands being smelly. And then you can cook it. You can chop it, mince it, whatever you want. And that's it.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Well, Marce, thank you so much for being here with us. Thank you, all of you guys, for watching. Please follow us, share our show, Genesis 360. Please check. There's so many shows. There are great content in Genesis 360. Please follow me on Insta and on my social media as Paula Zavala Chef. And also, Marce, would you like to share your contact if you like?
For sure. Actually, I'm on Facebook as Marcela Chein, also on LinkedIn. And if you try the recipe, please let me know how it went. Just share your experience with me. I will be so glad to know that you tried it and that you tasted exactly the same what I ate today, right now. Also, I'm on Instagram as, Marceline Dion. You like Celine Dion, but with M-A-R at the beginning. It's because I love Celine Dion, that's why. So just contact me, and I hope you liked it, and see you next time. Thank you so much, Paula, for having me here.
Thank you, Marce. Thank you for being here. And again, once again, thank you, everybody. Have an amazing week. See you next week with another show, another great guest, and have a great day, everyone. Welcome. Thank you.
Bye.
Si te gustó este video, vuelve a verlo en nuestro YouTube channel